Morning, Rob. Morning. It's Monday morning.
Lee, we released a game.
We did.
How do you feel?
I'm alright. I'm better than you by the sounds of it.
I'm just tired.
You're
I'm
all over
tired.
the place.
Spent all weekend panicking. And yeah, it's been fine. We think hexceed's done quite well though.
Yeah, surprisingly better than we could have hoped. Really, could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been better. Obviously, could have been always do better, but it's but not unhappy with what it's done. It's pretty good. Pretty pleased with it.
Yeah, we've got about like 6,000-7,000 downloads at the moment, so
Just over the weekend.
yeah, that's quite good. That's quite good. We're a bit like cautiously optimistic because obviously it most of the time it'll depend on how well it does in the long run, really.
Yeah, it could just
The
like
first weekend isn't everything.
yeah, people could finish
By all
playing it, then
means.
never touch it again, right? So yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully that won't be the case. Hopefully it'll do well in the long run.
Yeah, we just had a sprint planning. Yeah.
Yeah, we did sprint planning. What are you doing this week then? What's your plan?
Yeah, so today, obviously YouTube video, get that done. There's also quite a lot of messages on the hexceed forums and stuff from Steam that want to get on top of as well, just to make sure there's no bugs that we're missing and stuff like that. Get everything noted down that we need to. And then the rest of my week is just going to be DLC, getting Stella ready for release on Friday. So just mostly level building, some store page stuff, but that'll pretty much be my week. What about you, though, Rob?
Yeah, so we know of a couple of bugs, so we've been like keeping an eye on like Discord and the reviews and like what was the Steam thing? The Steam forums.
Yeah.
We can keep an eye on that. We know that there are a couple of bugs that need fixing. Hopefully it's not too much of an issue. Thankfully it's nothing game breaking, but we do want to kind of fix them as soon as possible. So that will be me mainly this week, trying to fix as much as I can. Hopefully it should all be fine. It should all be fine, Lee. It'll all be fine.
It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, should we mention that you're at home?
Luna's got a new bed, a little, I don't know what you call it, like a hammock thing. But yeah, it's because we're keeping all the doors open now, so she's got free roam, so she can go back to her bed whenever she wants. Oh. Anyway, yeah, so today I started off by doing a quick bug fix to hexceed. It was just something to do with left click and right click bugs, but that's not been the bulk of my day actually. So it is the start of January, and one of the main problems we've got at the moment as like a company is that we've got really bad solutions for both like booking holidays and tracking time, like tracking our flexi. So what I've been doing today is trying to sort that. So what we usually do is we usually use this program, or it's just a website, Clockify. I mean, we keep track of all of our times, what projects we're working on, and sort of the hours we're working. And we've been doing this since the start, and it's quite good really, but one thing that it doesn't do is it doesn't keep track of how many hours you're supposed to do in a week. So we're supposed to do 37 hours each. But if we go over that, there's no way to like actually like know that, because we want that time back, right? Yeah, so I've been trying to make an Excel sheet that basically just sort of like sums all that up, and it's a good job I have as well, because it turns out that I've actually got like 3 days of time saved up, and Lee's just got about 2, just under 2. And we want that time back, so I'll be sharing this with him later. Hopefully this will be a nice solution. It's not ideal, but at least we've got something now. The other problem that we have is holidays. So before we had this this spreadsheet, we just nicked it offline, somewhere offline, and you could book holidays and it tracks sick leave and stuff like that as well. But we got it in September. And then we only had like 4 months use out of it, and then the dates sort of ran out, and we don't want to be constantly updating this, like micromanaging this. So we wanted another solution for that. We're giving this website a go, the holiday tracker. It's quite cheap, but it does everything what we want to. So Lee can like book a holiday, and then it comes to me for approval. I'm not that I'm ever gonna like deny it. Like, no, you can't have your birthday off. But yeah, it's just nice that we've got a solution now, and it clearly shows like how many holidays we've got left and things like that. So Yeah, I'm glad I've actually finally taken the time to actually sort this out. Yeah, so it's about just getting to 5:30 now. I'm just about thinking about signing off for the day. Yeah, it's been quite good though. I've managed to get through quite a few tasks for Hexceed. Yeah, there's a couple of minor things, like people wanted the game's default to be set to VSync on when VSync was actually set off, so I've just gone ahead and changed that. Then there were a couple of adjustments to the way that the camera panning works. It was too like locked and rigid for people, so I've like loosened it up. Yeah, so there were two bits to this. So people wanted to be able to zoom out a bit further, especially on some of the smaller levels, which I have done. Just a tiny bit of adjustment, but not much. And the other thing was, yeah, people wanted to pan the camera a bit further, which I've done now. So now these hexes can actually be more centered in the screen. It's just a minor change, but hopefully loosening it up will keep people happy. Yeah, and the other thing, people noticed that the game file size was quite big, so it was about 3.5, 4 gig in that region. And to be honest, there's not a lot to it. So what I've done is I've been reading up on compression formats and things like that, because did some profiling, and the bulk of the size for the game was actually in all of these assets. So all of the image assets we use, so there's like 1 for every number, well, 3 for every number. Yeah, and what I've been playing around with these settings on the right here, and I've basically just made it so it compresses the files a lot smaller. Yeah, so it's about 600 meg now, so it's much smaller, much faster for people to download, which is good. Doesn't take as much room up on the hard drive as well. But yeah, it was just a bit of a learning experience for me. I've never had to really deal with that before, because most of the time my games don't have high quality assets. So yeah, it's quite interesting to learn about that. There's a whole lot more for me to learn. I only really scratched the surface of that, but it was interesting all the same.
Go on, Miso. Come on. Oh! He's gonna go for it.
Yeah, so something strange happened last night. I was checking the analytics, and we noticed that a lot of people were viewing the store page. Like, if you see from like last week's video, this is only on like 5 or 6 active viewers on the store page at once. Yeah, this is like numbers we saw for Colour and Pixels when Jacksepticeye made his video in it. Like, just the amount of traffic we're getting to the store page is great. Like, this is what we really needed, to be honest. And it turns out that PC Gamer wrote an article, just a small thing, but about Hexceed. And it's got the store page links and stuff. I just thought that was really cool. Like, just out of nowhere. Like, we didn't contact them or anything. Yeah, we're just like super happy. It's really validating that PC Gamer are actually like actually giving us the time of day.
So it's just after 4:30. Today was going well. Spent the morning doing YouTube videos. A little bit of changes need to be made after I've watched it. And I've been making some slow but steady progress on the levels. That's how much I got done so far. So milestone 1, big level, and then a bunch of regular size levels. But yeah, Miso's just gone and pressed the power button, and I've lost all 9 of those. So all I've got to show for a day's work so far is milestone 1, and I've got to redo everything, which is absolutely great.
I've been busy working on the highlighter. So one thing that the game does is if you click on a hex that's already been pressed in, it shows you all of the hexes around that hex that it cares about. Yeah, we're super pleased with this, and the feedback we got for this is quite good. But one thing that people have been wanting us to change is for the second world. The second world is yellow, and it highlights in yellow, so it's really difficult to see. So I've been trying to change that today. I kind of knew it would take a while because it took us a long time to get to this point of it being yellow. So yeah, I've been spent most of the day actually trying to like figure out a solution to make this nice, make it obvious which ones it cares about. Yeah, so this is Unity now. So what we've actually ended up with is this sort of border type of thing. It doesn't look quite as nice in my opinion, but it gets the job done, and you can very clearly see what's going on. yeah, so this is what I think we're going to go with. Hopefully it'll be good. At least it's clear now what's going on. The other thing I've been working on is on Steam, it's actually Clone Pixel stuff. So on Steam, you'll notice that the Hexceed soundtrack is got this like little additional content section on the right here. You click on that and then it's got the music and stuff, but the Clone Pixels one didn't have this. So what I've been doing is actually converting this from a DLC to a soundtrack. Surprisingly easy. It just took time. For some reason it just took ages and ages to compile. I had to re-upload stuff, but yeah, that's all good now. So now if you buy the soundtrack for Clone Pixels, it appears on the right here, and you can just go ahead and play it. It's quite cool. But yeah, I just go to the vet to get some eye drops for Luna. Look, she's got a funny eye. You see? She knew when she closed her eyes, she knew.
Yeah, so 20 to 8, and I'm better finished now. So I've just gone up to track again from where Miso deleted everything, and I've committed it all. It's all safe now. I've done an extra level on top of that. But yeah, now we're behind. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing a much longer shift in order to catch up, because if you do a quick scroll down here, there's a lot to do for Friday. So thanks, Miso.
Lee, it's Wednesday. Music Wednesday. It's Music Wednesday. I just recorded the whole thing on the wrong face, so
yeah, you did.
We're doing it again.
We've caught up on the Miso incident where he deleted everything. So we are just making more levels. Got to do a bit of catch up, but we can be on track if I just knuckle down and get all the levels done. So that's gonna be my day, just making levels again. What about you, Rob? What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm going to try and test those levels that you've done, that you finished off yesterday. Just give me a once over. Other than that, I want to revisit the highlights art stuff that I did yesterday. It doesn't quite fit the aesthetic of the game, so I'm going to try and improve it somewhat. We're just not quite happy with it. Other than that, there's a couple of options that people have been asking for that we're just going to put in the settings. Many things like hardcore mode and being able to disable the clue and the negative bloops when you get one wrong. So yeah, lots of little things as usual for me.
Yeah, so this morning I have had a quick revisit of the highlighting stuff I was doing yesterday. Yeah, it looks like this now. All I've done is made the colour for the border a little bit lighter, and I just made it thinner. It's about half the width now, and it looks tons better. So this is actually something we're happy to ship. Yeah, the work we did yesterday was it was better than what we had before, but we still weren't happy with it. But I think we're happy with this now. Yes, I've been making some really good progress with some of the feature requests that people have made in Discord. So the first thing is this clue pop-up here. There's an option now in the settings to disable that. Disable clue. Yeah, when you have that on, this just doesn't pop at all. It's never going to pop, which is fine. I actually think I prefer playing it with this way, because you can work out that where the 4 bombs are. Well, you can work out that these 2 are safe. Just because I think there's the 2 are guaranteed here, and I think the other 2 are guaranteed to be here. So actually, all of this is safe. And that's what the clue was for. You don't actually need that, so that's a little option that you can turn off now. There's 2 more options. So I've also got this hardcore mode. There are some mad people in Discord who just want the game to be harder. So what this does is usually when you incorrectly click on a hex, the game will, well, first of all, nothing will happen, and this will start flashing to be a bit of a safety net. And then if you make a mistake again, then it'll take you back about 5 spaces. But with hardcore mode on, you don't get that safety net, and if you get one wrong, then it takes you back to start the level, which is going to be awful once you get to the levels that are just huge like this. But yeah, it's an option there if people want it. I think I might actually make a commendation for that as well. So if you complete the world with that on, then you get a little just a little pop-up in the top right here. There's a little award. I haven't done that yet. And the third setting was actually a sound setting. So when people were just relaxing to the game, and then whenever they got one wrong, the negative sound effect that it plays to let you know that you got one wrong. People were saying that was taken out at the moment, so I've added this disable negative sound effect button, and when that's on, if you get one wrong, then just plays the normal sound effect.
So this is where I'm up to now. Should be quite a bit of progress. Milestone 1 here is where we started. I'll start the day, and that's what I'm up to now. Milestone 3. All the levels up here haven't been built yet,
So I'm going to go ahead and finish as many as I can up to milestone 4, and hopefully won't have much left to finish up tomorrow.
Thursday?
Yes, Thursday. Why do we never know what day it is? Why? It's Thursday. What you doing?
I'm just making more levels. I saw a bit yesterday, so quite a bit left to do. So I'm gonna just stay in today until I get them all done, because Stella gets released tomorrow, so it needs to be done. And yeah, that's it. All my day's gonna be making them to get ready for tomorrow. What about you, Rob?
Yeah, so I'm basically going to be testing a lot of stuff today. I need to test the levels that you've done for Stella. I need to test all of the new features that I've added to the game. Make sure it's all good. And I actually want to have a quick revisit to the way that we do commendations. Hopefully I'll have time. There's a lot to do today.
Okay, I've been quite busy today, so a lot of the testing stuff that I said I would do just after stand up has all been for the commendation stuff. So what we were trying to fit in for this Friday update is a revamp for the commendations. So I've talked about this in previous video, but there are some commendations that are like tracked in, well, some stats that are tracked in the background, and if you complete a world without, say, without failing once at all, then you'll get a little commendation next to this milestone star. And people seem to quite like the idea, and most of the feedback we've got for the game is that it's not hard enough. What I've been trying to do today and yesterday afternoon is actually just improve that system. So previously it used to work on like a world basis, so there would just be one stat for tracking how many fails you've got, and then when you complete the world it would check, okay, have you failed at all? And if you hadn't, then it would give you the award. But what people are after is more of a level by level basis system. So this is what you would usually see when you're completing a world. It would say like how many milestones you completed, and then it'll show you percentage. But when you actually complete a world and get it all to 100%, then it will be replaced with this. So you've got 4 commendations now, as before there was only 2 main ones and then a sort of bonus one. And yeah, you hover over each one of these and it shows you what the commendation is, and then if you click on it, it will show you which levels you've actually completed that on. This level, this world's using an old save, so I'll just quickly hack my way into. Yeah, so here we go. So usually this world will be 100%, but I'm just this is just for test purposes. Yeah, so if you click on like say this one here, which is completing a level without using a clue button, then it'll show you the levels which you've actually done that on with this little indicator here. The idea is that once you've got this little clue icon on all the levels, then this little icon will be more of a solid grey like this one is here. There's also a commendation for completing a level without using the highlighter at all. We've also got a new setting in the games to disable the highlighter to make that easier for people, and then we've also got one completing hardcore mode as well. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with the way this has all actually turned out. It's been an absolute faff, and I've been like working really hard to get it done in time, but I'm really pleased with the result. Hopefully people will be as well.
I totally forgot to record anything today. It's 7:30, and as you can see, I'm done. Stella's fully made. It's all put on the build, and all that's left to do is test it and actually release it tomorrow. Obviously, all the announcements and stuff will be doing tomorrow as well, but I'll look at that when I get there. Miso's been alright as well. It's been pretty chill today. It's been a good boy, haven't you?
Yeah, so it's been a bit of an odd day for me. I started quite late. I just went a bit of a lie-in. That's fine. Yeah, but I've been a bit all over the place. I started off by testing some of the levels for Hexceed for the new Stella pack that we're releasing later today. Found a couple of problems, so gone ahead and fixed those. I believe Lee's doing the other half of the world now. But yeah, other than that, there was a few bugs to fix as well. Lee found a couple just as he's been playing. There was a problem with the highlighter. There was a problem with the way that the fails have been recorded for the new commendation system. But yeah, I think it's all pretty much good to go now. Thankfully, everything was a really small fix. Yeah, so I'm just doing a quick run of the auto test all scene to make sure that every level is still possible. We want to do this every time before we release a new build, just to double check that we haven't accidentally changed or broken anything. Yeah, it's taking about 24 minutes now. It's taking ages, but yeah, I think everything is good to go to release the update soon. Yeah.
So yeah, no, I haven't dropped much of an update at all today, but I've just been rushing to get everything done essentially because Stella comes out today for us, and there's a few quite a lot of QA left to do and to get all the posts and scheduled. So all the posts are ready to go. So the announcements will be coming out at 8 o'clock on Steam, on the website, on Twitter, all that good stuff. And just test all levels now as well. Happy that all the levels are in a good standard and they're all playable and should be fine. So all the testing's done, all the posts are done, and it's getting on to 5 o'clock now. It's 4:45. Just going to finish up the day with a bit of an interesting task, so to speak, in the case of going through the reviews. So any sort of negative reviews that we can sort of reply to, try and appease, I'm going to be going through them and dropping them a valid response. And hopefully we can turn those negatives into a positive if we can turn anyone's opinion around. So see how that goes. And yeah, that'll be pretty much it for me today, other than a little catch up with Rob in a bit.
Hi Rob.
Hey Lee.
It's Friday. It's finally the end of the week.
It is.
It's been a bit of a long one, but it's been a good week.
Yeah.
Stella comes out today. Last week for you guys watching the video, but Stella's come out today for us. Link will be in the description if you want to check out the first DLC for hexceed. But that's literally taken up all our week, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Apart from that, it's just been a lot of... Oh! You okay? Do you want down? Is that you wanting down? Yeah, apart from Stella, we've just been mainly just working on suggestions that people have had. So it's been the first week since hexceed has been out publicly. We think it's doing quite well. The store page stuff is, the amount of traffic we get to the store page is better than expected.
Yeah, it's almost insane.
A lot better. We've got high concurrent player count as well. It hovers around 400, which is quite good. More than Current Pixels. So, we're really optimistic, and I've been working on a lot of the suggestions that people have been saying in Discord and Steam. We want to make the game as good as possible for people, don't we? So,
yeah, we want to retain those players essentially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my week's been just level building. So I've done, apart from today where there's been some posts and going through some of the reviews. The people left, just leaving comments, making sure people are understanding what we're trying to get across, and hopefully try and make them come back to the game if they're interested. Yeah, that's been my week, level building all week, which has been a bit of a slog, but we got there, got them done. And dare I say, I think the quality's gone up a little bit, maybe just a bit of a fluke, might be due to the experience of making other levels, but hopefully these will be better.
I definitely noticed it, yeah. Considering we've been in a bit of a rush to get out as well, it's been quite good. But yeah, we're dropping a sizable update today, version 1.1. Includes a lot of things like the settings, new settings menu, exciting. Hardcore mode, which is one of the biggest requests we've got, I think. So once you fail, you actually just get knocked all the way back to the start level.
Yeah, it's kind of like we tailored the game to be sort of relaxing, rewarding, right? But we kind of forgot that people who play puzzles generally want it to be as hard as possible, want to be challenged. So it's kind of sort of makes sense.
Conflict of interest, really, isn't it? But we're trying to do our best, and we added we fleshed out the commendation system a bit as well. All optional, and there won't be any achievements tied to it, but it's just nice that if people are enjoying the game, they can complete it.
Yeah, add a
little bit more.
Add a level of replayability, right? Makes it add the actual leveled up challenge as well, which might appeal to those people who want the harder puzzles.
Anyway, we usually have a big thing to push at the end of a video, don't we? We've had Landmarks book, we had hexceed coming out, then we had Stella. But now, boring. We've got nothing going on. Join our Discord.
Yeah, Discord's blowing up.
Come and have a chat with us.
Yeah, we're in there 5 days a week. So if you want to come and have a little chat, speak to other people who play Current Pixels or hexceed, jump in.
Yeah.
Links in the description as well.
Should we go and play some Battlefront?
Yeah, definitely.